Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United. We're back for another one. This is the preview of Manchester United versus Arsenal tomorrow night at the Emirates. It's a big one. Arteta versus Amorim. Amorim versus Arteta. I'm joined by my boy Khalid.
Yo. Thank you for having me, my bro. So excited for this game, man. I cannot believe that it's Amorim's second time meeting Arteta. Let's hope we do the double as well. Different team,
Two different teams as well. It's
two
crazy.
Different teams spanking him. That's it, man.
I can't wait. You know, because usually when a new manager comes in, they haven't really faced any of the other managers before.
That's true.
And
that's true.
obviously, Sporting beat Arsenal in the Champions League. And, you know, I'm hoping, obviously, it's different players, different team, but bringing the same energy. He's going to have his thoughts on the game because obviously he's beat them. So then he knows how to play against them. Like, he'll know how Arteta sets up.
That's true. And I feel like the fact that he's got some time he's gone to a new team. He's excited. The motivation is there. Look at how he's already inspiring the players. I see it in those small ways. So I'm looking forward to what this game is going to bring for sure.
100%. Obviously, there's a lot to build on. There's obviously a few things that I want to talk about in today's episode. So one of the things I want to talk about is none other than Bukayo Saka. What are your thoughts on him and what do you think he's going to bring to this game?
Do you know what? Let me just say, I'm a hater when it comes to that guy. But I can't deny that the talent that he has, though. The talent that he possesses. Look at how he's doing, the form that he has. I think he's one of the reasons why Arsenal are where they are today, especially with Odegaard too. But I do think that he's key. He's the one making all the plays. He's the one scoring all the goals. Look at the confidence he has as well for such a young guy. So I feel like his future's really bright as well at Arsenal. There's no way they can't play him. So
he'll definitely be playing.
Yeah.
You know, he's an amazing talent, and sometimes he does carry Arsenal.
100%.
And the reason
100%.
why I wanted to speak about him is because the performances he puts in, obviously, over the last few years, you look at like Harry Kane, Mo Salah, Heung-min Son, like putting
100%.
up numbers.
He's there.
Constantly been putting up numbers. I think he's just recently overtaken Cristiano Ronaldo for assists. Obviously, you know, there's a big gap in between them in terms of, you know, what Saka could achieve and what he still has to achieve yet. But he's right up there with one of the top talents in the league, I would say.
That's it. And imagine that. If you think about it, one trend that it is that a lot of these players have more experience. But what that is that he's going to keep developing that and she's just going to fly through. So
and obviously, we've seen the performances with England as well, and you know how he's come back from missing that penalty as well.
That's it. The confidence levels are there.
It's obviously, I hope he has a bad game against us tomorrow. But you know, it's one of them where if we're gonna get something out of the game, he's gonna be one of the players that we have to look out for.
For sure.
And that's why my next point is team effort. We definitely need a team effort for this game.
Oh, 100%.
No matter who he puts out in the team, there needs to be 100% team effort.
There needs to be that fluidity. One thing I've noticed is that Rashford even said that they feel excited about playing with a new manager, with new techniques. So you never know how it's going to go.
It's like, you know, you can have a rubbish game where you're not playing well and you're not doing well. But if you stick at it, you will create some chances. You're going to have to put them away because we're away from home. And the sooner you put the chances away, the easier it is to grow into the game.
We need the points, you know, we need the confidence. We need to keep that motivation going. One thing that's really important is what you saw from our last performance as well against Everton. You see that, what I saw there was like motivation. Onana's making the saves. He's got his defenders there backing him. That's what he needs. We need to work as a unit, as a team, and we need to not give up. I think that's what's going to be key for us as well.
Both coming off big wins as well.
100%.
Obviously, the way Arsenal beat West Ham.
They hammered them.
Yeah, exactly. It's enjoyable to be at a point where we're both winning games. Yes, we played Everton, arguably the worst team. But, you know, it's how you go into this game and confidence you take from, you know, scoring, Zirkzee getting a goal, Højlund's scoring as well now.
The assists.
Rashford scored, Dallow's assisting. You know, the front front line is starting to click, and it's going to be interesting to see what team we put out there. But let's talk about the teams now. We're going to start with yours. What's your predicted 11 for this game?
Ooh, so of course, as I always do, you got the main man Onana between the sticks. You gotta have him there.
No, he's been on form this season. Yeah, he merits his spot.
And the one thing I want to talk about most importantly is the defense, because I feel like we need, as we spoke about Saka, we need someone to be able to lock him up. The one thing I would say is that with Ruben Amorim's style of play, I like that there's that overlap.
Yeah.
So even though we have like a nice back four there, we've got young players, we've got a bit more experienced players, which is nice. We've got Yoro and Dalot, and then we've got Evans and Delit, which is great because the experience is there, the strength is there, and then we can keep it going. And then we've also got, I feel a bit sad though. We're missing Martinez. We're missing Kobe.
And Kobe Mainoo.
That's it. So the only way I saw fit is to be able to put Casemiro there. Of course, we need him as the midfield, and plus he's got that confidence, and Bruno right next to him for the passes as well. And of course, we got the main man, Azarawi.
Yeah, he's been on fire as well. Doesn't seem to put a foot wrong, he's continuing to play like that.
Exactly. And his passes as well, the way he's confident going up is important.
Can't go wrong for 12 million.
That's it. Bargain,
paid 80 for Anthony. And that guy ain't even got in the team properly yet. It's good to see that you got him in the team.
That's it. And then just to finish off with that top three, what I loved about the Everton game is that we had a solid attack, but not only that, is enough players to overlap. Yeah. So maybe, the fact that I've got Rashford there, that I've got Ahmad there, he never runs out of steam. He's got the energy. You see Rashford's confidence building, which is really important. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they bring, bro. I'm excited.
Well, my team's, it is a little bit different, just based on, because I think we're going to need to press for this game. And I've gone with the back three of Luke Shaw. I bought him in. Matthias Deligt is playing centre-back. Mazraoui, right centre back, and then I've gone with Ugarte and Casemiro in midfield, because I think that midfield, when they did play together, it looked quite solid.
Amazing.
And they're both very good defensively minded midfielders, and they'll be there to put in a tackle.
100.
I've gone Ahmad right wing back, and then I've gone Dalot left wing back. Ahmad, obviously, he's probably one of the first names on the team sheet.
Of course.
With the way he's playing, and those 2 goals against Everton all came from his work. If not 3 of those goals came from his hard work in that game. And then obviously Bruno, I've gone with him on the right because he's going to play. Obviously he's the captain. Gone with Højlund up top. Do you know what? I never thought I'd say this, but I was going to keep Zirkzee in there just because I think with that back line of Gabriel and Saliba, I think Zirkzee would probably cause them a little bit more of a headache because he's such a big lad. But I think we're going to need the pace for this game. So I've gone with Højlund up top just to stretch that back line.
And we've always got the switch, right? So it's never that bad. We've got a rotation of players, so...
And then I've gone with Mason Mount. I think this would be a good game for him to start. Obviously playing for Chelsea, he would have loved going to Arsenal and playing 100%. Against them. So I'm pretty sure that he'll want to, be playing in this game. And I think with the press, I think we will get that out of him. So yeah, I think this would be a big game for him, and I can't wait to see what this game's going to be like, because it's not Ten Hag versus Arteta, it's Amorim versus Arteta.
The rivalry is very much there. The rivalry is very much there.
It's good to see, man. It's good to see, and I can't wait now for this game. Now we're going to talk about the opposition. Obviously, we spoke a little bit about Arteta and Amorim. Now we're going to talk about how they line up and what they like to do when they're playing. If you take a look on screen now, they like to line up it's a 4-1-2-3, but it's basically a 4-3-3. They like to play very narrow. Backline doesn't really change as much this season now.
And they've practically got us their solid defense. They've got their defense sorted. As much as I hate to admit it, they have.
So yeah, we've got Calafiori, left back, Gabriel, Saliba, and then Timber right back. And then they have,
Gabriel, the one who's always scoring the headers.
exactly. He's going to be
for
going to have to watch out for those set pieces. And then, you know, we've got Jorginho in midfield, Declan Rice and Odegaard, standard midfield. And then last game when they beat West Ham 5-2, they had Trossard start the game.
Yes.
I've not put him in the team. I think, you know, Arteta will want to use his pace against our backline, especially if we're playing the back three. So I've gone with Martinelli instead of Trossard.
Yeah. They can usually rotate, most of the time.
Havertz up front, and then obviously Saka we spoke about. In attack, they like to line up something like this. So it changes slightly, pretty similar to Ruben Amorim. 3-4-3.
Yeah.
2 wing backs pushing up in Timber and Calafiori. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the matchup, you know, depending on who starts in defence for us, how we're going to deal with this team going forward. There's a few players.
Especially the play. There's definitely players already that I'm kind of worried about slightly. We've got Odegaard. He was injured for a while, but he came back with a vengeance, didn't he? Playmaker versus playmaker. It'll be interesting to see Odegaard versus Bruno. See what that's like.
We spoke about Saka. The other player you just mentioned, Odegaard, can't really say, you know, he's rubbish, but he's a brilliant player. He knows when to play the right pass, and you got to keep an eye out for that. He's always looking for that passing behind, especially to Saka and Martinelli. He'll be using their pace on the wing, spreading the play. But I think 2 players who I think, you know, if we can nullify them, one of them being Odegaard and the other being Saka, then I think we should be able to maybe get a result from this game. Probably won't be a big win, but you know, if we can nullify Odegaard, especially with the way his creative talents are within game,
that's all we need to do.
I'm hoping we can get a result. And then obviously Martinelli's the other player that I think is going to be a big threat from them.
Skillful,
hasn't been
pace.
In the best form this season, but he can turn it on whenever he wants, really. And obviously they're playing at home, so they've got that advantage. But yeah, now we're going to get into the predictions.
Woo! I've been waiting for this, bro. I've been waiting for this. So I'm thinking, as you said, to me, I don't feel like it's going to be a big win from us. So I'm actually going to go with like a 2-1 win to us. A 2-1. You know, I feel like Arsenal are playing strong, but I still think that we'll still go there and get a result. But it will be a tough game. Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah, I will say 2-1.
Okay. It's funny you say that because I'm going for the same. I'm going for a 2-1 win as well. It's going to be tough. I think they will score at home. But hopefully we can, you know, get the result this time. That was the preview for the Manchester United versus Arsenal game. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later.